Hello and welcome to Guncho, a new roguelike that I really absolutely cannot stop playing. I want to start this video by giving a shout out to somebody named Natertot in the TWG Discord who pointed this out to me. And not only this game, but the entire collective works of the developer of Guncho, Arnold Rowers, who has made a whole bunch of games that people seem to really dig. A lot of card games specifically, like card-based roguelikes, deck-building roguelikes. But Guncho feels really roguelike in, as you'll see, our movement and mechanics, in that every time we move, the enemies move, and needing to account for that is very important. I'm playing the Mac version right now, but I've mostly been playing this on my iPhone, like nonstop. It's also available on Android, so if you want a great game on your phone to just kind of poke at in every free moment throughout the day, like I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, Guncho is there for you, baby. I'm going to hit play. It might throw us in the tutorial because I literally just installed this fresh on my Mac. So let's see what happens. They're going to teach us how to play the game, which is honestly very good for the purposes of this video. Let's learn how to play the game. Click and drag the screen to move the camera around. Try it out now. Look at that. Click and drag the right mouse button to rotate the camera. You can also do that. Isn't that amazing? I'm trying it out. You can move one tile per turn. A highlight on each adjacent tile shows where you can move. So this is our little guy, and we can move to any of these adjacent tiles. So we're going to do that. We're going to move to this tile, and then this tile, and then this tile. On the bottom of the screen, you can see the revolver cylinder and its bullets. These are our bullets down here. This is very important. The position of each bullet in your cylinder is aligned with the hex tile grid. You can shoot an enemy in one of the 6 hex tile directions. Standard bullets have a range of 3 tiles. Standard bullets, keep that in mind. Click on a highlighted bullet to shoot a target within range. Click on a darkened bullet to unload it and wait for 1 turn, which is deep strategy stuff, which we'll get into, probably. Here are 3 crates for target practice. Destroy them now. Let's do it. We will start by going here. We're going to be able to shoot this guy down here. You can see when I shoot, the revolver spins as well. So when I shoot up here, I'm going to shoot this guy. This bullet will then be up here. So, bingo. And every time we move, it also revolves said revolver. I'm going to shoot that crate. For a full reload, you have to unload all the remaining bullets. Try it now. So this is this, this is this, is this. So you can obviously shoot all those bullets, or you can do what I just did and like actually just remove them from your gun. And when you reload, you get, you know, full directional support of your bullets again. After moving, shooting, or unloading a bullet, Guncho's revolver cylinder will rotate by 1 step. You can toggle the rotation direction. This is also super important and something that I think is worth keeping in mind if you play this game. This will save your life more often than not. You can toggle the rotation direction between clockwise and counterclockwise by using the rotation button. So it's this button right here. So if we click this, you can see what I mean. Now they want us to go here. In Guncho, you fight your way through a series of levels. Each level has a number of attack waves that will spawn multiple enemies that you have to defeat. Yeah, these little icons indicate where people are spawning. And enemies have a bunch of different types. Oh, yeah, they're just saying the same thing I'm saying. Enemies have a bunch of different types, and you're just going to have to learn all the types. I think the thing about this game that's worth mentioning is that there aren't as many enemy types as you think there are, and there aren't as many upgrades as you think there are also. And at first, I thought that was a little bit limiting, and then I slowly but surely started to realize how intentional each of these enemy designs and each of these ability designs were. So my first, I would say, like 3 or 4 runs with this game, I was like, I don't know if this is for me. It feels a little bit limited. It feels like something I'm going to really like master very quickly. And I have started to realize how high the skill ceiling for this game can be as I've started to do the daily challenges, which I am all about. Anyway, the order in which enemies act each turn is random. This is another thing that like is super hard to wrap your head around, because you want there to be order to this, and you want there to be like a turn order, like a literal turn order on screen. But the idea that it's random does mean that you can futz around with some stuff in some really fun ways. When you click on enemies, you can access an enemy manual to learn more about them. Look at that. This is a woodcutter. That's a trapper. And there's a bunch of other people that we haven't met yet, like this guy. Tiles in reach of enemies are color-coded to show you where you can safely move and not. So right now I'm going to get killed by this axe guy. Darkened tiles indicate the enemy can interact with it. Red tiles indicate that an enemy will attack Guncho standing on it. Defeat all enemies. Okay, so right now this guy's going to kill us with an axe. We always go first, so I can just shoot real quick. So this guy, he's going to kick us and push us this way. This guy's going to hit us with an axe. This is a situation where, hypothetically, if he went first, he would actually kick us out of the way of the axe guy, but you don't know which of these two is going to go first. It's a 50-50 split. So right now, the safest thing to do is actually to just move. So I'm going to move. Actually, I'm going to switch this first, and then I'm going to move here. So now that I moved here, or when I move here, because I switched this, you can see the bullets that we have in our chamber will work better depending on what our attacks are here. So there we go. He kicked that guy out of the way, which rocks, which leaves him totally open to get shot with our revolver. Bingo, bingo. And I got an achievement. I didn't even realize there were achievements in this game. That rocks. Very good. Those are the basics. You can restart the tutorial from the settings menu. All right, so we're going to do a regular run, and depending on how long that takes, maybe also do a daily challenge. So let's just start a regular run. Here we are. You can see there's an oil slick here. We'll probably be interacting with that more later. There's a bunch of stuff that you can interact with that spawn on these levels. But right now, the thing that's worth considering is we have 2 enemies spawning here and 1 up here. This is level 1. I think those are the only 3 enemies that are going to spawn. So I'm going to start by moving close to this guy. So as soon as he spawns, I can just shoot him immediately, and then these 2 guys are going to have to, like, work their way over to me. So this trapper's actually throwing down a bear trap, but he can't really do anything with it until the next turn, so I could just shoot this axe guy first. He threw that down, so he's going to kick it at me, which if the bear trap hits me, obviously, I get killed in a horrific way. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to shoot him. It is worth mentioning, though, our axe guy over here, he was standing here, and then he stepped on this, and because he stepped on the oil slick, he slid all the way across here. So that's how oil slicks work. They move you, they propel you 1 unit or 1 space further than you were going to be. I honestly have like as much as I love roguelikes as a genre, I don't have the most like direct love of what I would call like really classic roguelikes, generally in this vein in particular, the ones that are this focused on movement. So if you saw there, I just switched my revolver direction again so I could make sure that there was going to be a bullet facing this way. But this game is really working for me. There are only a couple roguelikes like this that are like so movement-based that really work for me. If you want to know them, it's this one. Twinfold is another one that I think is amazing that's available on, I think, the same platforms as Guncho. And Imbroglio, which is on a completely different level. But I would recommend checking that out. It's very difficult on purpose. Anyway, there goes that guy. Nice. So we can select an ammunition upgrade or an ability. It's always kind of a coin flip which one I like to go with first in a run. We're going to start with ammunition first this time around and see how that goes. Okay, so you can see we have 3 options here. One of them is pull. After hitting a target, increase the distance adjacent units get pulled towards it by 1. Ricochet, after hitting a target, increase the amount of times your bullets ricochet in a random direction by 1. Or stun, after hitting a target, increase the amount of adjacent units that get stunned by 1. Pull has killed me a lot in just like really silly ways. So I might not go with that. Ricochet is amazing and stun is amazing. Stun is specifically really great when you get further into a run. But I'm going to go with Ricochet because it's like the most fun. The random direction of it all is like very silly. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. And generally speaking, levels 1 and 2, once you kind of wrap your head around how to play Guncho, start to just kind of like, they're like a little bit, I don't want to say rote, they're a little bit like a warm-up for when we get further in. Okay, so we have 3 guys spawning here. I'm going to go this way, so we're closer to this guy, because we'll be able to shoot him immediately. You can see also here we have this TNT barrel, which does exactly what you think it does when it gets hit with a gun as well. So we have a new unit here, the Gunslinger. He can shoot 3 tiles away, just like I can, but also I go first. So, nice try, buddy. This guy is standing here right in the open. Great. You could see we had a little bullet mishap, and it blew up the TNT because of the ricochet. Right now, I'm getting attacked from 2 angles, and I have literally 1 space that I can move to, but I do need to rotate here. So we'll shoot him. Oh, shit. I was not thinking at all. Great. Okay. Hey, also worth mentioning, you get a couple retries. You do have to start the levels from the beginning, but it's worth it. Here's the other thing, also. The enemies that spawn, I think, usually are different when you do a retry as well. So if I go down here, it won't always be a gunslinger down here, which may or may not help. So it was this time, though. Bingo. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to leave all these guys standing. There we go. I was hoping this guy would move in my path. There we go. Okay, now he's coming for me, and this should be pretty simple. Bingo. All right. Let's get an ability this time. So we have 3 ability options here. One of them is Bullet Split. Shoot a target in range and a target behind it at any distance with a single bullet. That is extremely powerful, but very hard to get in situations where you're using it. Wall jump. Jump over an adjacent fence or wall and stun a random enemy adjacent to the tile you jumped on. Wall jump is very good. And multi-shot. Shoot all the bullets with a target in range. After hitting the first target, the remaining bullets are chosen in random order. This is another one that's very easy to die with because you will use it and shoot a TNT barrel and blow yourself up. I'm going to go with wall jump because adding extra movement options that aren't just move 1 space is obviously super powerful in a game like this. So that's what we're going to go with here. Damn. Where to go? Where to go? I think this way. This is a weird situation where I'm kind of considering just staying where I am. But you know what? No, we're going to start moving. Okay. So I'm going to shoot this guy. It's possible that the ricochet is going to blow up that TNT. Sure did. We're going to shoot this guy too. This fire is obviously preventing us from moving, but this guy also won't be able to show up. So this might also similarly either blow up the TNT or hit this guy. So, or nobody. Also, it's another possibility here. All right, so we have some new units here. We have the Pyro, who is going to throw basically a Molotov cocktail at us. And we also have this guy. Click. There we go. The Miner, who's going to throw some dynamite. And the dynamite's going to take a couple turns to blow up. So we don't need to worry a whole lot about where he's throwing that yet. But obviously this guy with this is the real issue right now. So we're going to get rid of him. I think that's our move right now. Because when the Molotov cocktail lands, it pushes you in a direction. And because of all that fire that we had there, I just didn't want to even risk that. So right now you can see we're in a situation where we have a gunslinger pointing at us with a gun. He's slinging it in our direction. We don't have bullets that we can use to take him out. But that TNT is going to blow up next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move here. And if this guy really feels like it, he ran the other way, which was the right move. But what that means for me is I'm going to go here. All right. Now all these guys are blocked off because of all of this stuff. I can actually just use this opportunity to reload, which is nice. There we go. And they're going to start making their ways towards me. Okay, so he's throwing some dynamite. I'm just going to shoot him with a gun. Love a good ricochet there. That was beautiful. Okay. You know what? Let's just go here, and he's probably just going to, yeah. All right. So the enemies are like... They're not like the smart. They're like pretty predictable. You're just getting overwhelmed by them, and because they all have different abilities and they all kind of interact with the space in a different way, it creates a tougher challenge than you would think. But in situations like that, where it's like one-on-one, me versus a gunslinger, it's very easy to be like, okay, I'm going to stand here, you're going to stand here, and then I'm going to shoot you in the face. Ooh, ammunition or ability. You know what? I'm just going to flip a coin. And by coin, I mean an SD card. Tails is ability. Okay. This is one of my favorites. Swap position with an adjacent unit. This can be used in a billion different ways, but just to explain the other one. Cylinder spin, rotate the cylinder by 180 degrees, and shoot a target in range. That one's pretty good. It's what it says on the tin. And tackle, dash up to 3 tiles into a unit and push them in a random to a random adjacent tile. That one is also very good, obviously for movement reasons. But I'm gonna do swap, just because I like it a lot. It's like it's one of the more fun abilities. Okay. Where to begin? So I could just stand here and wait for this guy to spawn. But just for funsies, I'm going to jump over this wall. Okay. So I'm going to die if I stand here. But if I go here, this is a, oh yeah, we got some new units we should talk about real quick. We got a sharpshooter. He can shoot like as far as he can see, basically, which is, across the entire level. We also have this ram here who just runs in a direction and just pushes things out of the way. So you can actually see this barrel's going to get pushed here, which is actually going to bump into this guy. If I move here, then he's going to shoot that barrel, and he's going to blow that guy up. I actually might just jump right back over this. Bingo. All right. And where am I getting pushed? I'm getting pushed up that unit. So I can just shoot this guy. I'm going to do that. All right. So this dude has decided he's going to shoot this barrel. He thinks that that's a good move for him. So I'm going to jump over here and dodge that. And he took the ram out with him, which is really great for me. I'm going to flip this and go here. Kill 2 more enemies in an explosion in 1 turn. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here, as you can see. We have some TNT that's coming down. I am currently 3 units away, so if I move up here, actually, I will be safe. And that TNT is about to blow up. Oh yeah, not even this turn, but next turn. All right, so I'm just trying to get closer to the sharpshooter. All right. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff happening here. So what to do. I think it's just go here. I think that's the obvious move. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the obvious move. I think I'm going to flip this, though, because it's going to give me some more options, because nobody's coming from the left right now. Okay. There we go. So now the only thing that I really need to worry about is this guy. So beautiful. All right. We immediately want to start getting away from this TNT, and in fact, the way I'm going to do that is by swapping positions with it. And then I'm going to hop this wall. There we go. Now puts me in a position where I can just shoot this guy while he's stunned, baby. Got some TNT to worry about, but I can shoot this guy first. All right. This sharpshooter is gonna... Oh. Okay. Let's look at what's happening here. So you have this ram who's... Actually, this ram is going to run right into the fire no matter what. So what it's telling me right now is that the ram is going to run into this TNT and push it up here. That's actually not going to happen, because the ram is going to run into the fire and die. Also, if the sharpshooter is going first, then the sharpshooter is just going to shoot the ram once I move, and the ram is going to die anyway. So I will be fine. Because if this TNT did move here, then I would be standing right here and I would blow up and I would die. So I'm also getting angled by this dude, but what we can just do is move here and we're going to be fine. All right. Helping hand. Let a sniper kill an enemy. Okay. So you can see our problem here is that we don't have any bullets we can use to shoot that guy who's down there. So right now we're kind of just on the run. We're going to go here. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay, they're going to steer clear of me because of this TNT. Oh, just kidding. They're just going to walk right into it. You'd love to see it. Okay. Well, in that case, let's just empty a bullet. Those two guys get blown up. And now we're in a situation where we just need to... run, basically. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. See if that's a good move. There we go. That should be a good move for me. Yeah. Because now I can do this. Now we get a full reload, which is also very nice. And now it's basically just me versus the sharpshooter. And there he goes. Look at that. You love to see it. All right. We did ability last time. Let's go back to ammunition. Okay. After a full reload, increase the amount of bullets that explode on the first impact by +1. That also applies right at the beginning of a run, or right at the beginning of a round. So we will have one explosive bullet. Stun, which, as I mentioned, was very useful, I'm going to use. All right. As you can see, these spaces have gotten a little bigger as well. Let's... Oh, boy, this is tough. All right, let's go here. So, with the ricochet and the stun, if I just shoot this guy, a whole bunch of stuff is going to happen. I'm hoping that the ram gets taken out by an explosive barrel. Fingers crossed. Actually, it's probably not even worth trying this, because if I miss, then the ram is going to come through, and I'm going to get knocked into this cactus. So this is just not the move in general, actually. Instead, I'm going to go here. Okay. Now I can just shoot this guy. Look at that. Okay. A lot of explosions happening over there, but we also... So we have these two here. A lot of fire. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more enemies spawning this turn. So it's about to get intense. Okay. The ram is coming from that way. These guys are far enough away that I don't really need to worry about them. I also don't have anyone actually in range to shoot, which is tough. So what if I went like this? Okay. Seems like they're all just going to like blow themselves up with dynamite, which is maybe exactly what I need. This ram, when they hit me, they're going to push me down instead of into the cactus, which is nice. It's also possible they might just run into the cactus and die after they push me. I think that's actually how this works. Let's see. But either way, they're giving me free movement. Yep, there you go, right into the cactus. Beautiful. Let's see. Part of me's kind of like, let's go up. Actually, now this ram is going right into the cactus again. You know what? Let's go this way. This feels like a safer move, right? Okay. Got a Molotov there, and then I can just shoot this TNT barrel, blow it up. Let's go here. There we go. All right. And a billion guys just spawned. Oh, shit. The sharpshooter really is making things difficult for us. Let's go like this. Oh. Okay, when this blows up, it's going to blow up all of this stuff here. Okay, so if these guys want to get close to me, then they're going to blow up in the dynamite. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to take this opportunity to start reloading. I'm actually totally blocked off here, which rocks. So the only thing that can happen really is... Oh, no! That's it. Okay, so this guy's going to throw TNT right into this fire, which, unless this bullet stuns or ricochets him, will blow me up. Oh, that's such bad luck. So I have 3 more restarts. I'm going to cut it here, though. That's what Guncho is all about. It rocks. I can't stop playing it. I'm so glad I have it on my Mac now. It's totally worth buying more than once, in my opinion. I would check it out. I would give it a shot. Like I said, it's on iOS and Android as well. It rules. Maybe I'll come back and do like a daily challenge or something. I've been doing it every day, and I think that's where things get really wild. Actually, I don't even mind. I'll hop into the daily real quick just so you can see what's going on here. So they have mutators every day that are just like randomly generated. So this one, short fuse. The dynamite fuse timer is reduced by 1. So instead of like TNT getting thrown out and then it sits there for 2 turns, on the second turn it blows up. It'll blow up the turn it gets thrown out. Hard as a rock, cacti are replaced with impenetrable rocks. So there are no cacti, but there are more rocks. And bullet purist, you can't choose any bullet upgrades, only movement abilities. Wild. That's a fun idea for a daily. But anyway, that is Guncho. I love it dearly, and I think you should check it out. Thank you so much for coming in here and hanging. And yeah, I'll catch you later, everybody. Bye-bye.